Schmeichel, give a Schmeichel, give a Schmeichel, give a smile. Give a Schmeichel, give a Schmeichel, be the reason someone smiles. Give a Schmeichel, give a Schmeichel, give a Schmeichel, give a smile. Give a Schmeichel, give a Schmeichel, be the reason someone smiles. Give a Schmeichel, give a Schmeichel, give a smile. Give a Schmeichel, give a Schmeichel, be the reason someone smile. Give a Schmeichel, give a Schmeichel, give a Schmeichel, give a smile. Give a Schmeichel, give a Schmeichel, be the reason someone smiles. Siva gedola, liyo liyo besimcha. Siva gedola, liyo liyo besimcha. Siva gedola, liyo liyo besimcha. Siva gedola, liyo besimcha. Siva gedola, liyo 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 besimcha. Be the reason someone smiles. 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 Siva gedola, liyo besimcha. Siva gedola, liyo liyo besimcha. Siva gedola, liyo liyo besimcha. Siva gedola, liyo besimcha. Someone smile. Be the reason someone smile. Be the reason someone smile. Be the reason someone smiles. Be the reason someone smiles. Be the reason someone smiles.
Breakfast with Ellie.
Rimaranan, Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, Bayrei pri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, Bayrei min ha'samim. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, Bayrei moirei ha'esh.
Noya mavdil ben kodesh lechol.
mode ani lefanecha melech chai ve'kayam shechazarta bi nishmati bechemla rabba emunatecha.
Hashem, you're the love of my life now. Ani ohev otach, motek shelia. I want you now more than ever, oh God. והשם יתברך תמיד אוהב אותי ותמיד יהיה לי רק טוב. השם יתברך תמיד אוהב אותי ותמיד יהיה לי ויהיה לי עוד יותר טוב ועוד 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 יותר טוב ותמיד יהיה לי רק ויהיה לי ועוד יותר טוב ועוד יותר טוב ותמיד יהיה לי.
Good morning, good vacha, good week, and welcome to Breakfast with Ellie. It is season 7, episode 260. Today is Sunday, the 23rd day of Av, the 17th day of August, 2025. The Torah portion is HaYom, Yom Rishon LaShabbos, the first day counting up towards Shabbos. We're learning the first Aliyah. Good morning, good vacha, good week, Shavua Tov. How are you? How was your Shabbat? That's all I want to know. Did you have a great and wonderful, amazing Shabbos? Because that's what's important. It really is. I'm happy to hear if you did, and if you didn't, I'm sorry, and I'll do whatever I can to make it better. I don't know what I can do, but I'll make it better. All right? Just contact me. I'll be very, very happy to help you make your day better. Or maybe just by watching this program, you are going to get better. All right. Let us now, please, men and boys, take your two front sitzes. Let us get started making a bracha. Everybody else, join us in the second bracha as we begin our daily davening.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddishanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al mitzvat tzitzit. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddishanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al netilat yadayim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher yatzar et ha'adam b'chokhma uvaravo nekavim nekavim chalulim chalulim galui v'yadua lifnei chisei Chevodecha she'im yisatem echad mehem o im yipateach echad mehem אי אפשר להתקיים אפילו שעה אחת. ברוך אתה אדוני רופא כל בשר ומפליא לעשות. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר קידשנו במצוותיו וציוונו על דברי תורה. הריני מקבל עלי מצוות עשה של ואהבת לרעך כמוך. I take upon myself every single day to love my fellow friend in a very special way.
Torah, 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 Tziva lanu Moshe, Morasha kehilas Yaakov, Morasha kehilas Yaakov, Morasha kehilas Yaakov, Torah tziva lanu Moshe.
I put it in the pushki that's a tzedakah box. I put
All
it
right.
in the pushki that's a tzedakah box. I put it in the pushki for someone else to keep.
Nice and full as we get to the end of the month.
That's a tzedakah box. I put it in the pushki that's a tzedakah box. I put it in the pushki for someone else in need.
All right, fantastic. Thank you so much for giving tzedakah. And now we can go on to the saying of the Shema. Take your right hand, put it over your eyes.
Cover your eyes so you can see. Shema Israel, God is one. It's not just a prayer, it's a revolution. Welcome to Torah Tuesday. In a world that's fractured by noise, distraction, and division, we cover our eyes. Not to look away, but to look deeper, deeper into the source of everything. Say the Shema in the morning and at night. It's a mitzvah, and you'll start to see, whether it's light or dark, that creation doesn't contradict unity. It allows unity to be your achievement, your revolution. God is one.
We're here today at the Jerusalem Great Synagogue, the most grandeur shul in central Yerushalayim. Here we are.
This might be one of the most fantastic synagogues in all of Israel. Funded by the British philanthropist Sir Isaac Wolfson, the synagogue was designed to echo the Beit HaMikdash, complete with soaring stained glass windows, marble floors, and grand chandeliers. It seats about 1,400 people.
It's not just any little shul. It's a shul that you have people, you have Haredim, you have Hasidim, you have people that are not religious. Sometimes people that I don't know if they are Jewish or not Jewish. It's a place that it's open for everybody. You want to be close to Hashem. If you're sad or if you're happy, this is a place you come. It's international. It's a place like no other place.
Inside the marble floor foyer is the Rosenbaum Mezuzah collection, considered one of the world's largest private mezuzah exhibits. It boasts thousands of mezuzot from around the globe, blending historic scrolls and modern designs into a living museum of Jewish doorpost art. It's famous for its professional choir, filling the massive sanctuary with powerful Ashkenazi melodies. The Great Synagogue isn't just a place to pray. It's a Jerusalem landmark where history, music, and tradition all come together. Whether you're local or just visiting, it makes you feel something real. If you're ever in Jerusalem, you have to visit.
Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Vaed.
Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavecha uvechol nafshecha uvechol me'odecha vehayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha HaYom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam b'shivtecha b'veitecha uvelechtecha v'derech uv'shochbecha uv'kumecha ukshartam leot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot Bein einecha uchtabtam al mezuzot beitecha uvish'arecha.
All right, and that takes us to our breakfast, which is very, very much earned, and I really need coffee and yogurt. What? Oh, strawberry today. Okay. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehakol nihiyah bidvaroi.
Coffee, blessed coffee. God bless you for being a friend. When the whole world turns on me, it's only you on which I can depend. I want to taste you in the morning and a few times throughout the day. Yes, a cup or two in the evening too. For me, it's the only way.
All right, and that will take us very conveniently to today in Jewish history. It's a short one today, I'm sorry to say. All right. There was a pogrom in Zhytomyr, Russia, which resulted in the loss of many Jewish lives, plus the life of a Russian student who had tried to help the poor Jews who were being slaughtered in 1905. And the Fourth Arab League. Where'd it go? There it is. The Fourth Arab League Summit convened in Khartoum, Sudan in 1967. The participants agreed that all measures should be taken to regain lands acquired by Israel during the 1967 War of June that year, and that oil-rich countries will finance an increased Arab military presence in the region. Oh, a big mistake. They should have just left us alone. All right. Gonna have to pop in a video over here, so you will forgive me if I need just 1 second to get it ready. All right, here we go. Why am I a bit sluggish this morning? Oh, okay, that's a very good question. You just wanted me to talk about this. We had a friend in from out of town yesterday, and we went to karaoke last night. And after Shabbat, and so we might have been out till almost 4 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. Okay, I can handle it. All right, HaYom for today.
HaYom. HaYom, thoughts for the day, 23rd, Menachem of. Mamish. That's one of those rich Hebrew words that defies a simple dictionary definition. Its meanings include literally, the inquisitive, really, and even the materialistic, tangible, along with a host of others, each nuanced by context and inflection. When the Alter Rebbe pins it to the description of the second distinctively Jewish soul, he places a demand on us. We will mamish achieve it. We will do it. We will make this world a place, one with its innate godliness. We won't just try, we will do it. Mamish.
Aristotle did not just teach the world great new ideas, brilliant ideas in philosophy and science. He also taught ethics, a code of moral conduct, which made it all the more confusing for his disciples when they once caught him in the act of doing something very much not in line with the code of moral behavior that he espoused in the classroom. But being the great genius that he was, he had an explanation for that too. He says, the lessons that you learn from your professor in the classroom, those are truths. Truths about the way man ought to behave, the way man ought to be. What you've encountered now, that's a different type of truth. That's the truth about the way that I just am. That's the way I roll. That may have worked for the Greeks, but the Jewish idea of greatness is altogether different. Today's HaYom Yom, like every HaYom Yom, it's the words of the 6th Rebbe of Chabad, and he's talking about the year 1891, when he was a boy of 12 years old. He says, I was studying the Tanya, the most important work of Chabad philosophy, with my father. And we were learning about the godly soul, the idea that every single one of us has a piece of the divine reality vested inside of us. That's the godly soul. Now, when the Tanya is talking about the godly soul, here's what it says. It says the godly soul is an actual part of Hashem above. And my father pointed out to me that there are two important aspects of the godly soul that we have to pay close attention to. The idea that this soul we have inside of us, we have inside of us a part of Hashem above. So to be a Jew is to be endowed with a soul that is rooted in the greatest of heights. It comes from the loftiest of places that we could imagine. But that's only part of it. It's not just, this godly soul is not just a part of Hashem above. It is an actual part of Hashem above. What is actual? Actual is a reference to the material, to what we can touch and hold on to. That's actuality. My father explained to me that what is truly incredible and unique about this soul is that while it stems from the loftiest spiritual realms, Hashem above, a part of Hashem above, it also, by nature, must translate, must find expression in the actual. So this great lofty soul, with all of the tremendous lofty ideals and inspiration that it produces, must find practical expression in everyday physical behavior. To be great is not just to come up with incredible insights or incredible ideals. To be great is to practice them in your everyday life.
I couldn't have put it better myself. That's why we have a Rebbe to do that for us. Okay. Let us move on to a word from our sponsors and then Torah for the day.
And now, a word from our sponsors. PestProRidall.com.
PestProRidall.com. Trusted by the best to keep away the pests. We are offering COVID-19 disinfection services. Mention this ad and get 1 month free service. Visit us at PestProRidall.com.
Tarzane Group. Micro, miniature, and small orchids. Go to tarzanegroup.com or call Tomas at 305-440-0565. That's 305-440-0565. And order today. Visit Tomas and Yair at tarzanegroup.com. Micro, miniature, and small orchids. Beautiful in your home. Go to the website and read Tomas's orchid blog. And by Dina D Design. DinaDDesign@gmail.com. Fine artwork, custom made to your specifications, logos, wall hangings, Judaica, and you can even have something for your child's room. Dina D Designs. Go to her Facebook or Instagram or call or text. Thank you very much to our sponsors. If you'd like to become a sponsor, please go right up here to where it says patreon.com/theactorsrabbi, and you can contribute even only $1 a month if you'd like, but that'll help us bring this broadcast to you on a daily basis and cover our expenses. Be sure to thank your sponsors when shopping and mention Breakfast with Ellie when you're shopping there. There might be discounts. Thanks for watching.
Helping lots of people any way we can. Tzedakah is the Jewish way to help your fellow man.
All right, if you would like to help out by giving tzedakah and bringing Torah all around the world, bring Torah all around the world by giving some tzedakah, charity, the right thing, chesed. All right, tzedakah from the word tzedek, righteous. It's just the right thing to do. Okay. All right. Go scan this handy QR code or go to breakfastwithelli.live/support, breakfastwithelli.live/support, and join us in our mission to bring Torah all around the world and to bring Mashiach now. All right. Let's learn some Torah. All right. Let me have a sip of my wake-up juice here. Okay, that's good. A little jet fuel. All right, it is Sunday, so we do the name of the parsha. Ra'eh. Ra'eh means to see, as in the first verse of our parsha. Ra'eh, ani naisen lechem HaYom bracha ve'klala, that I am giving you today a blessing and a curse. Let's get the pasuk right. Re'eh anochi nosein lefnechem HaYom bracha ve'klala. Okay, there, we got it right. I am giving you today a blessing and a curse. Now, what is exactly demanding of us, the Torah? Why is the Torah demanding, and what does it mean in asking us to see God's blessings and curses? Broadly speaking, a person's observance of the precepts of Judaism could fall into one of three categories. Plain obedience. At this level, a person is willing to observe the mitzvahs because he's aware of a higher authority. Simple and easy. However, his observance is not inspired by an understanding or appreciation of Torah. He is simply accepting Ol Malchus Shamayim, the yoke of heaven. The second way to observe the precepts of Judaism is intellectual appreciation. So a higher level than plain obedience is where a person not only observes the precepts of the Torah out of deference to a higher authority, but he also has an intellectual appreciation of the importance of observing the mitzvahs properly. And he understands the rewards that mitzvah observance brings. However, even this person has not reached perfection. For intellectual conviction alone, while intensely powerful, still leaves room to explore other avenues, so it doesn't represent an absolute commitment. So the highest level of mitzvah observance is, as we said in last week's parsha, vision. At this level, one doesn't merely appreciate the value of keeping Torah's precepts, one sees it. In other words, the necessity and positive results of observing the mitzvahs become as clear and self-evident as seeing a physical object with one's eyes. You know, when you absolutely grasp something, you say, oh, I see. You don't see it, not physically, but you see it internally. And that's what we're talking. It's that third level which our parsha commands and spiritually empowers every single one of us to reach. With the words, see, I am giving you today a blessing and a curse. And that's how we must observe Hashem's Torah. We have to see it with our physical and spiritual eyes in a way that Torah becomes a physical tangibility. All right. In the first Aliyah, Moshe informs the Israelites that they can be the recipient of either blessings or curses. Blessings if they obey Hashem's mitzvahs, and curses if they do not. He further instructs them to proclaim blessings on Mount Gerizim and curses on Mount Ebal. The exact procedure of this ceremony will be described in Parshas Kisavai, but Moshe will now command the Israelites to destroy all their idols, their accessories that they will find when they enter Israel, not their idols, but the things that they will find in Israel. And he informs the nation that in the future, Hashem will designate a specific location where he will choose to rest his presence, and all sacrifices must be offered in this location. And as we all know, that location will be Yerushalayim, Jerusalem, Ir HaKodesh, the holy, holy city. All right. I don't know what's going on here. This is supposed to be something else. Okay, very good. Yeah. All right. And that takes us to Chumash and Rashi with Rabbi Avtson. Are you ready? Let's get that screen change in there. There we go.
Jewish audio on Chabad.org.
The Parsha of Re'eh. Moshe continues and he says, Hashem instructed me to command you to stage a formal ceremony upon the entrance into the Promised Land. This ceremony, his agenda, is in order to finalize the covenant between you and Hashem. After you cross the Jordan River, proceed to the vicinity of Shechem, Nablus, and station yourself on the adjacent mountains Gerizim and Ebal. The Levites, standing in the intervening valley, will then pronounce specific blessings and curses upon the rest of you. See, I set before you today the formula of the blessing and the curse that they will pronounce. The blessing will be intended to motivate you to heed the commandments of Hashem your God I am commanding you today. Similarly, the curse will follow if you will not heed the commandments of Hashem your God, but instead turn away from the path that I am commanding you today, the Torah, by following other deities whom you do not know. For serving idols will eventually lead you to transgress all the Torah's commandments. Thus, when Hashem your God will bring you to the land that you are entering in order to possess, you must position those receiving the blessings upon Mount Gerizim and those receiving the curse, or othering it, on Mount Ebal. Aren't these mountains on the other side of the Jordan River, further on from the river in the direction of the sunset, meaning westward, in the land of the Canaanites who dwell in the plain beyond Gilgal, next to the plains of Moreh and Shechem? For you are crossing the Jordan River in order to enter and take possession of the land Hashem your God is giving you. The miraculous way you will cross the river will assure you that you will indeed take possession of the land and settle it, no matter how impossible a feat it may presently seem. Motivated by these blessings and curses, you must safeguard your ability to fulfill all the rules and ordinances that I am setting before you today, by constantly studying the Torah's instructions regarding how to perform them. Besides the commandments that apply whenever you may live, the following are the specific rules and ordinances that you must first safeguard by studying how to properly perform them, and then perform in the land that Hashem, God your forefathers, is giving you to possess all the days that you live on this earth. Whenever you come across a place in which the resident nation served idols, you must utterly eradicate their deities from the places where the nations who you dispossess worship them, whether they had set up these idols upon the lofty mountains, hills, or under every lush tree. Specifically, you must demolish their multi-stone altars upon which they only offered up sacrifices to their deities. Smash their one-stone pedestals, which were originally set up solely as monuments to their deities, but which have since come to be worshipped as idols. Burn their deified trees with fire, cut down the sculptured images of their deities. Moreover, you must destroy the aura surrounding the name of these idols from that place, by referring to them in derogatory nicknames, indicating that they are the exact opposite of what their worshippers represented them to be. Just as a side note, it's important to remember how powerful the evil inclination for idolatry was in this time. So much so that hundreds of years later, almost 1,000 years later, when the Jews came back in the second temple, the sages begged Hashem to remove that lustfulness for idolatry, because they knew it destroyed the first temple and they were scared that it would destroy them again, and Hashem removed that desire. And for the last 2,500 years, we don't exactly have a major desire to bow down to idols. But once upon a time, the best imagery I could give is what the Talmud says. It was similar to the sexual allure that human beings have. That's what the allure was to idolatry. Now the stones and trees are innocent, but because by divine providence they were used for the sin, they must be destroyed. From this law you may conclude that a human being who causes another person to sin will be punished. You must not do so to God your God. On the contrary, you must treat his name with respect, not even erasing Hashem's name from any inscribed tablet or written document. Likewise, you must not destroy his altar, neither directly by dismantling it, nor indirectly by imitating the behavior of idolatrous nations, thereby forfeiting the merit of the Mishkan's or the Holy Temple's presence and causing it to be destroyed by invading foreign armies. Now let's move on to centralized worship. Furthermore, rather than having multiple sites of worship as idolaters do, you must direct your attention solely to the place of God your God that he will select from amongst all your tribes to which he will attach his name. You must seek his presence and come only there to offer up your sacrifices. This directive will apply first in the interim semi-permanent site for the Mishkan that Hashem will establish before he commands you to construct the permanent temple. Indeed, for the first many hundred years the Jews were in Israel, they still used the Mishkan. And only in the time of King Solomon did they build a temple, which was hundreds of years later. You must bring there to the interim site your obligatory ascent offering, your obligatory peace offering, your tithes, both the tithe of animals and the second tithe of produce, in order to eat them there. The first fruits elevated by your hand, the objects of your sacrificial vows and of your sacrificial dedications, and the firstborn of your cattle and flocks, so that they can be offered up there. You must eat the portions of the sacrifices and tithes designated for your consumption there, before Hashem your God. And you must rejoice in the success of all your endeavors, you and your household, by offering up voluntary peace offerings in accordance with how Hashem your God has blessed you. This restriction will not apply to the periods in which the Mishkan is located at a temporary site, as opposed to the interim or permanent site. Thus, from the time you cross the Jordan River until the interim site is established, you will be permitted to put up private altars. Nonetheless, you must not act with regards to these private altars in the same way we do here today with the Mishkan's altar, where we sacrifice both voluntary and obligatory offerings. Rather, you may only offer on these sacrifices the sacrifices that every person deems appropriate on their own, meaning voluntary sacrifices. You still have to offer the obligatory one at the Mishkan. You will be allowed to set up and use private altars currently, because you will not yet have come to the first interim resting place of the Mishkan, nor to the final permanent inheritance, Jerusalem, that Hashem will give you for the purpose of establishing the temple. Once either of these structures is standing, however, the use of private altars will be forbidden. You may establish a permanent temple only after you cross the Jordan River, after you settle in the land Hashem your God is giving you as an inheritance, after he will grant you respite from all the surrounding enemies, and after you dwell in your land securely.
All right. And that is going to take us to Parsha Points with Rabbi Epstein in just a moment. Okay, here we go.
Parsha Points for A for Sunday. Do we really want to see Hashem? Would that make our relationship stronger? Maybe it would diminish our pursuit of truly understanding Hashem. Is this why we can't see Hashem? Like tznius allows the true person to be known rather than presumed based on a passing visual experience? Seeing Hashem might make it easier to know that he is, while making it harder to truly know him.
Parshas Re'eh, the first Aliyah, the first pasuk starts off with saying, Here, see, I'm giving you the choice, lefnechem, in front of you, hayem bracha u'klala, the bracha and the klala, and it's up to you to choose. This is referring to, Rashi says it's referring to the brachas and the curses that were given on Har Grizim and Har Evel. Now, the Gra points out, it's very interesting. He says, why does it say noisin? It should say nasati. Noisin, which means I'm giving over the choice between good and evil, bracha and klala. Rather, nasati, I have given. Why the term noisin? Gra says the following. Now, there's an interesting saying that people say that today is the first day of the rest of your life. That means that every day I have a choice. Forget about whatever happened in the past, but today is the first day. Start from today. Today is the first day of the rest of your life, and you have a choice. That is the message that the Gra is saying in this week's parsha. This week's parsha, when it says, HaYom noisein, I'm giving every day, you have the choice, right? And decide, today I woke up in this morning, am I going to do good or am I going to do bad? A person might go ahead and get into some kind of rut and feel like, it's too late. I've done so much bad in my life. I'm in such a rut. Why? I'm hopeless. There's no way I could turn around. Pasuk saying, no, don't make that mistake. Noisein, every single day you have that choice to make. Am I going to do bracha? Am I going to choose the path of bracha, or am I going to choose the bracha, the path of klala?
All right, beautiful. Let us you know what? Let's hear from well, let's do our Parsha report. Come on, that's fun.
Hello and welcome back to the Parsha Report. One very important mitzvah mentioned in this week's Torah portion is the mitzvah of tzedakah, or charity. In order to give proper attention to such a special topic, we've assembled all of our friends and cast members of the Isha Kaduzzi show to help us illustrate the 8 levels of charity as outlined by the great medieval Jewish scholar and philosopher Maimonides.
G-Fish, if you're listening, I told you it wasn't pronounced marmalade. Anyways, let's start with rock bottom.
Level 8, the lowest form of tzedakah, is to give unwillingly.
Excuse me, sir, can I trouble you for $1?
No!
Please, my car broke down on the expressway just over there, and my pregnant wife is on her way home from pregnancy classes, and I just need $2 to get a train back to...
I said no!
I just need $2 to get a sandwich.
Fine, here, take it! I can't bear to hear you change your story again!
Level number 7, giving inadequately but doing so graciously.
Here, my good man, take this shiny penny, and with it purchase food for your children and clothes for your pets. But a penny won't. No, please don't thank me. The only things I need is your magical smile. Now go deliver this wonderful news to your poverty-stricken family.
Level number 6 is giving money to a person in need only after they ask for it.
Do you need something, sir? Yes, I see you have a cup, but what can I help you with, sir? Look, I want to help you, sir, I really do, but I'm not a mind reader. I can't help you unless you tell me what you need. Do you need a new cup? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Or do you need me to help you stop making that cup jingle? I worked my way through law school as a cup de-jingler, so I know what I'd be doing. Ha! But you really need to ask yourself if that's what you want. Or maybe you're making music. I don't know, sir. I'm not a mind reader. Ha! Buddy, please, could you spare a dime? Oh, you want money. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. It makes perfect sense now, of course. Please, take $50. Ha! Oh, boy.
Level 5, giving money directly to a poor person, but doing so before they have to ask for it.
Excuse me, sir, I really wish you...
That was some nice acting, Rabbi.
It wasn't acting. We used a real beggar for these things. But interestingly enough, as a member of the Screen Actors Guild, he requested his union standard minimum paycheck of $100 a day in nickels and dimes. That was a heavy paycheck. Now on to level number 4, giving money without knowing to whom you are giving.
All those in need, please take this change that I throw at you. But be careful, there's a button in there, and buttons get caught in soda machines. Trust me. Whoa! By the way, I don't do my own stunts, so thanks to Roy for that crashing sound.
Oh, that was just a sound effect?
No, he took a spill for me off screen. He's such a good sport. And speaking of Roy, let's let him act out level number 3, giving money to someone without them knowing that it was you who gave it to them.
Very good, Roy.
Don't patronize me.
And on to level number 2. Giving money without knowing who you are giving to, and without the recipient knowing who gave it. That was very sweet, Jono.
I wrote that myself.
I could tell.
And now, level number 1, the greatest way of giving to others. Roy, give us a drum roll. Ow! No, not that one, the drum roll.
I'm very badly hurt.
Could somebody please press the drum roll button back there in the control room? Thank you.
The greatest level, above which there is no greater, is to support a needy person by giving him a loan or finding him a job so that he'll be able to start supporting himself and will no longer need to depend on others.
Oh, by the way, Rabbi, G-Fish complained that his last paycheck from the Parsha report hasn't cleared yet.
Okay, I better go take care of this. In the meantime, all of us should go out and achieve one of these levels of tzedakah, anyone you can. That's all the time we have for tonight. Please join us again next week for the Parsha report.
All right. That was our Parsha report for today. Let's see who else we have for you. We have a Michael Kigel. Now, Rabbi Zusha has not yet, let me just double check, but Rabbi Zusha has not yet uploaded his video for the day. So I just want to make sure we get in important stuff. All right, are you ready? Michael Kigel.
Where is your private little Jerusalem?
Well, isn't that a big old Sheila Amerikait? I mean, when you grow up in the big old US of A, Jerusalem can seem pretty small. But here we are in the Cardo, initially built by the Emperor Hadrian in the 2nd century. It's certainly no Times Square, although it was the hub of ancient economic life. But wow, look at these pillars, pretty big, no?
Right, but I didn't mean little in a pejorative or even...
But hey, come with me. Let me show you the Rambam synagogue.
Or even comparative sense.
This way, this way.
You mean Ramban, right?
Wow, founded in 1267 by the illustrious Torah scholar Rabbi Moses Maimonides. Pretty impressive. Wow,
Moses
wow.
Nachmanides. But... yes, it's lovely.
But of course, hey, let's not waste time. Come with me.
Yeah, I think I know where you're headed, but...
just a bit further. Wow, are you in for a treat?
I know where you're going, but that's not...
Are you with me?
Yes, I'm with you.
Yeah, I'm so excited. Ta-da!
Kotel.
The Kotel Hamaravi, the Western Wall. This is the awesome remnant of the great temple that stood here just beyond this wall, which was destroyed by the Emperor Titus in the year 70. Granted, it's no Great Wall of China, but when a Jew stands here for the first time, wow, Michael, you can really feel the power and the glory. Wow, wow, wow. You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean.
I mean, think about it. Just beyond that wall was the great temple built by King Solomon, and then the second temple. It just blows your mind, doesn't it? I mean, wow, wow, wow. And you know what else?
Wow.
Before King Solomon, before any Israelite ever set foot in this land, Hashem told Moses that this would be the place in which he would set his special holy name.
The place which the Lord your God shall choose to let his name dwell there. And that is Jerusalem, according to Rashi and the Talmud.
According to God himself, God chose Jerusalem.
Eventually, yes, absolutely. I'm just saying that in Deuteronomy, God simply speaks very generically of a place which will serve as a dwelling place for his name.
Which is Jerusalem.
Which is indeed destined to be Jerusalem, yes, but the verse in Deuteronomy, oddly enough, does not refer to Jerusalem by name.
It doesn't? Wow. How come?
Well, according to the 16th century rabbi Chaim ben Betzalel, who was the brother of the illustrious Maharal of Prague, this is because, as the prophet Malachi says, in every place offerings are presented to my name, meaning that anywhere in the world where a Jew can be found praying, that place counts as the place that the Lord your God shall choose.
Wait a minute. So every place is Jerusalem? I am not following you, Michael.
So this is what I meant by private little Jerusalem.
Oh, little Jerusalem. I got it. Come with me. Come with me.
So you see what I mean?
Yes. Little Jerusalem. Come with me. Hey, where are you going? Little Jerusalem.
Wait, you're not going to...
Come on now, light on your feet now. Come on. Light on your feet. Just a bit further now.
Is that gun soccer?
Ta-da!
Mini Jerusalem.
Welcome to Little Jerusalem. This is a miniature model of the Holy City as it stood during the Second Temple period. That is, from the year 352 BCE, before the Common Era, until the year 70 CE, that is, the Common Era. Isn't it just so cute?
That's very cute and educational.
It's so cute I could die!
But I'm talking about another type of Little Jerusalem, a type that's not necessarily found in the land of Israel at all.
You mean like Jerusalem, where you pray to Hashem and offer sacrifices? Jerusalem could be anywhere? I mean, even Alaska?
Hashem is in Alaska. Hashem is here. Hashem is there.
Hashem is truly everywhere. But look, it says, I heard, it says in the Talmud that a Jew should always live in Israel because, well, it says that a Jew who lives in Israel has God, whereas a Jew who doesn't is, well, godless.
And as God himself tells the Israelites in the desert, I want to give you the land of Canaan to be your God.
Exactly.
But the Talmudic text that you're referring to from Ktubot, Kuf Yud Amud Beis, needs to be interpreted.
How come? Isn't the meaning obvious? Anyone who lives outside.
Kol hadar bechutza la'aretz, anyone residing outside of Israel. This residing refers to a permanent residence, to someone who strikes roots so deep outside of Israel that they fail to turn in a deep way towards Jerusalem when they're praying. They fail to look forward to the Messianic era when they will actually leave their place of residence and join Mashiach in Israel.
So, residing outside of Israel has to be done with shallow roots?
Messianically speaking, yes. When Mashiach shows up, every Jew should be prepared, excited to leave all the comforts of their home and homeland in order to take up residence in the Messianic landscape of a Messianically transformed Israel.
Where the temple will be rebuilt and the sacrifices will be offered up again.
And it's precisely this readiness to move to a Messianically transformed Jerusalem that ironically makes it possible in the meantime to perform the sacrificial offerings in a spiritual sense outside of Jerusalem.
Spiritual sacrifices? That would be like...
offerings of the heart. In a word, prayer, which can be done wherever you may be.
Wait a second. I think I got it. Come with me.
Again? Oh, I thought that we were already...
Come on in. This is so exciting.
It's a little synagogue.
Ta-da! My little Jerusalem. Jerusalem is about one's connection with God, right? It's like one's own little private Idaho.
Which need not be in Jerusalem at all. It may well be in Idaho. In every place where I cause my name to be mentioned, namely wherever one connects to God through Torah and mitzvot, I will come to you and bless you. Every such place deserves to be called a private little Israel.
Even Idaho becomes a holy land? Wow. Wow.
When your mind and soul are turned to Jerusalem.
I thought Jerusalem was irrelevant.
Not at all.
Oh, I'm so confused.
Jerusalem, Israel, but messianically transformed Jerusalem, is in fact the ultimate destination and consummation of all your spiritual strivings. But it can only be actualized as such when the rest of the world has been transformed through Torah and mitzvot into private, local little Jerusalems.
Ouch!
What happened?
Oh, nothing. I just forgot about my hand and it just got stuck here.
Don't forget your right hand, lest your Jerusalem loses its cunning.
Im eshkachech Yerushalayim tishkach yemini. If I forget thee, O Jerusalem, let my right hand lose its cunning. Brilliant, 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 brilliant. All right. All right, fantastic. Ah, that is great. All right, we are saying chapters 23 and 124 today. Let's do it, everybody, together. It'll start. It's just slow. It's just very slow.
נפשי שובב, ינחני ומעגלי צדק למען שמו, גם כי לך בגיא צלמובס, לא ירא, כי אתה עמדי, שבטך ומשענתך, המה ינחמוני, תערוך לפני שולחן נגד צוררי, תשענת ושמן ראשי, כוסי רוויה, אך טוב וחסד ירדפוני, כל ימי חיי ושבתי בביס אדוני לאורך ימים.
All right, we're doing Tanya for the day. And again, I just got to pop in Rabbi Epstein. Please forgive me. It was a long night. Okay, are you ready? Here we go.
Tanya thoughts for the 21st. Tanya thoughts for the 23rd of Menachem Av. There are two primary strategies in teaching. One is the teacher squats down, looks the child in the eye, and explains the material in an age-appropriate manner, shapes the lesson to the student. Or, now pay attention, there's a pun coming here. See if you can catch it. Or, the teacher exposes the full idea to the students, shows him the light. Get it? Or light. I crack myself up. Kel Hashem v'yoyer lanu. Hashem exposes the light and we get to see him. That's our portion. That's the gift Hashem gives to us.
Thank you for joining Tanya in 5. Today's lesson for the 23rd of Av. We continue in the 7th letter of Igeres HaKodesh. When we speak about the essence of God, there is no division. Even his name, he is a simplistic whole oneness. His name and his essence are totally one. But when we speak about the radiation that comes from God to give vitality, give existence to all of the worlds, the conduit of that is from the Torah, through the Torah, which is the 613 commandments, the will of God. In general, and more specifically, it is an innumerable amount of radiation, light that emanates from God to create all the distinctive creations throughout the physical and spiritual worlds. Likewise, we find this idea of parts, shall we say, in Adam. And Adam being encompassed in him is all the parts, all the sparks of all the souls of the Jewish people from the patriarchs until the coming of Mashiach. Now, Jacob, it says about him, Yaakov Avinu, the beauty of Jacob is the reflection of the beauty of Adam. Adam Marisha. What does that mean? Well, Jacob, Yaakov, rectified.
Oops, I don't know what happened there. Let's fix that.
Thank you for joining us. This is for the souls of the Jewish people. So he was the embodiment of it. Likewise is Jacob, Yaakov Avinu is the embodiment of it. And this is the idea that where it says, V'zois alifnim Israel, that this Zois is within. In Israel, the word Zois, this, which means something that's emphatic. The only emphatic and real thing is Torah, so it's in reference to Torah, that this is within and contained, invested in the soul of our patriarch, Israel, Jacob. Now, with this we can understand the meaning of the phrase that Jacob called out to God. He called out to God and called him Kael, Hashem of Israel, God of Israel. Kael denotes to elicit a radiation from the light of the blessed Ein Sof, of the Ein Sof of God, from its concealment to manifestation. Kael is that quality, divine attribute of God's kindness, infinite kindness, meaning to reveal from his blessed Ein Sof, from his infinite way, in a manner of kindness, that it should be manifest. So Kael is Hashem, and that gives us light. In other words, that this is the capacity, that calling out to God, that we're able to have a light of God that is particularized, not a simplistic whole oneness, it's the essence of God, and we're able to elicit that. This is how he calls out to God, and bring that light of God into this world. And likewise, this is something that was given to the descendants of Jacob, the Jewish people, that we have the capacity of being upright of heart, which means, upright means that the mind is able to inspire the heart to have a love and awe of God, that when we engage in Torah mitzvahs and its commandments, we are able to engage with a love and awe of God. This is the meaning that God is our portion, Chelkeinu. He is our portion. We ask the question, how could we say that God is divisible into portions? Pizza is divisible into slices of a portion, and you can get your portion. How could we make reference to God? So, as we explained, when we speak about the essence of God or even His name, it's not divisible. But when we speak about the light of God that imbues this world, yes, it is divisible. 613 in general, in numerous, in specific, and the Jewish people have that portion of that light that they're able to bring into this world through the fulfillment of every mitzvah that we do and the study of Torah that we engage in a manner that has a love and awe of God. We bring this light into this world. This is our portion, that we have that capacity, that power to bring the light of God into this world and to bring, not just to bring divinity, but to bring actual existence to all of creation. Now, this manifestation of bringing this light of God, that we can actually sense it, that's in the mind and the heart of the individual, is specifically in a time of prayer, because prayer is a time that we can illuminate our heart with the love and awe of God, that therefore gives us the awareness and the capacity that through all the commandments that we fulfill in the Torah that we study, we have a portion of God that we can bring that light of God into this world. And that is Tanya Father. Thank you for joining.
No, it's not impossible that Rebbe did say, just study Rambam each and every day. I'll never miss my daily Rambam. My Rebbe's
All right.
desires. I'm not busy or too tired.
Class number 170 coming up.
Today is day number 170 at Mitzvah Minute, which is the exact midpoint of our 339-day journey across the Rambam's book of mitzvahs, covering all 613 mitzvahs of the Torah. For those that have recently subscribed to our channel, welcome aboard for the rest of our journey. And for those that have been with us from the beginning until now, I wish you each continued success in making it through the entire way home, finishing the 613 mitzvahs. Today's mitzvah is negative mitzvah 120, and it's the prohibition to leave over any meat of sacrifices past the time frame when they're allowed to be eaten. Yesterday we discussed that kodshe kadoshim, the higher level of sacrifices, could be eaten for a day and a night, lesser sacrifices for 2 days and 1 night. If one leaves over any of the sacrificial meat past the time frame, it is called nosar, leftover meat, and special laws apply to it, which we'll see in a couple of days.
Baruch Hashem, it's day number 170 of our daily study of Rambam Sefer HaMitzvahs. And I had been looking forward to this occasion for months now as a day of excitement, because it's exactly halfway through the daily cycle. And now, with what has transpired over the past couple of days in the Holy Land, it's a little bit difficult. It's a lot difficult to muster up the excitement. But here's the deal: we are obviously going to continue learning. In fact, it would be foolish for us not to continue learning, because what we can do here in our place that will give the most strength to our people is to continue learning, and not only to continue learning, but to learn even more than we've ever learned before. So obviously we're going to continue our daily study of Rambam today. This is the time when it's most needed. And I'm even going to try to get into a little bit of a joyous mood. And it's not a contradiction. It's not a contradiction to the fact that we're still in enormous pain. The human heart has capacity for both. So we're in pain, and at the same time, we have joy over what's happening in our daily Torah study, and we have confidence that the joy will prevail over the pain, and there will be no more pain with the coming of Mashiach now. So today's daily study of Rambam. Baruch Hashem, today is a very special day in our daily study of Rambam Sefer HaMitzvahs. It is day number 170, And why is that such a special day? It is such a special day because in the daily study track of Sefer HaMitzvos, which, as we've mentioned many times, corresponds to the 3 chapters a day of Mishnah Torah study track, there are 339 days. It takes 339 days to get through the entire Mishnah Torah if you study 3 chapters a day. That means that today we have exactly half of the days of study behind us and half of the days of study ahead of us. So we are now heading into the second half of our year of daily study of Sefer HaMitzvos, which means that we have reached a milestone, and Hashem should give us strength to continue to reach many more milestones in our daily study of Sefer HaMitzvos and in all areas of Torah study. So today, our mitzvahs, or mitzvah, there's actually one mitzvah today, corresponds to the chapters being studied in the 3 chapters today of Mishnah Torah, which are Psulei HaMikdashim, chapters 5, 6, and 7. And we have just one mitzvah today, as mentioned, which is a negative commandment, negative 120, which is the prohibition against leaving the sacrificial meat uneaten until the morning. It is forbidden to leave over the sacrificial meat past the deadline, whatever its deadline is. We learn it from the Elli, the elevation offering, which must be entirely burnt before morning. But this really is the source for the entire concept of what is called noiser. Noiser means remaining, leftovers. There are to be no leftovers in the Beis HaMikdash. And we also learn, it's a separate mitzvah, but there's a remedy if one does, God forbid, transgress and leave over, then one should take care of it and go ahead and burn it at that point, get rid of it. And that is a separate mitzvah, a positive commandment for remedying when one, God forbid, does leave over noiser, which is a transgression. Okay, that is our mitzvah today. We will see you for more, God willing, tomorrow, and we're going to continue going strong with our daily study, bringing us to many more milestones of Torah study together. May it be together in good health and good happiness always.
All right, that takes us to matters of Mashiach. Are you ready? We're just a little bit slow today.
משיח צדקנו, הרבי מלובביץ' מלך המשיח, הרבי מלובביץ'.
I'm here. I'm here. Most of me is here. Most of my brain is here. A valid complaint. 7 weeks of comfort follow the 3 weeks of mourning for the temple. During each of these 7 weeks, we read selections from the Nevi'im, the prophets. The Medrash explains that these readings represent a dialogue between Hashem and the Jewish people. After the destruction of the temple, Hashem says to the prophets, Isaiah, "Comfort my people, comfort them. Nachamu, nachamu, ami." To this, the Jewish people answer, "And Zion says, Hashem has abandoned me." In other words, the Jewish people are not appeased by the comfort of the prophets. They say to Hashem, "After all that you have done, how can you simply send a messenger to comfort us?" The prophets return and say to Hashem, the Jewish people are not appeased by your consolation. They are, quoting Isaiah again, a stormy ship that is not consoled. So Hashem agrees to the Jewish people's request and says, I myself will comfort you, according to the Medrash. The Jewish people have a valid argument. Hashem is fully aware of their claim. Still, he waits for us to make the request because the world was created for our deeds. We mustn't allow anything to comfort or appease us so long as Mashiach is not here. When we feel the need for Mashiach and ultimately demand Geula, redemption, we must say, we want Mashiach now. And because of that, Hashem will surely grant our request. Beautiful words. All right, here's Shmuel 3. Came straight from Rebbe. I know it's coming. It's just being slow.
Ki karav elecha hadavar me'oid. This thing is very close to you, in your mouth, in your heart, to do it. What does this mean? This beautiful quote from the Alter Rebbe is speaking about the Holy Torah and the commandments of God. Every Jew has the power to learn Torah and fulfill the commandments of God. Even if they don't understand the Torah at its deepest levels or understand the commandments of God at the deepest level, they can physically do the commandment. They can think about the commandment, and they could speak words of God's Torah. All one has to do is just go for it. And now with technology, we have so much access to it. When a Jew learns Torah and fulfills the commandment of God, he unites totally with God and brings the infinite divine light into the world. God bless you all.
Mashiach's waiting at the door, so let us greet him and come back home, finally home in the place where we belong. It's been so long that we've been gone, so lost and alone, scattered all across the globe. But now that we are back again, we beg you, please resume your throne. We're finally home.
All right. Bringing heaven down to earth. Are you ready? Ezehu asher samach bechelkai. Who is rich? He who is satisfied with his lot. In Pirkei Avos, chapter 4. With each event in life, you have a choice. You can complain that you didn't get what you deserve, that you have a right to complain because you're suffering. Or you can have faith that the one above, who is good and provides only good, is taking care of your life in every detail. Because the good that you can perceive is only a limited good, while that which you cannot perceive as good is good beyond your understanding. Because nothing that Hashem provides you with can be bad. All he does for you, he does for you to lift you closer to him with love. Because your faith that all is truly good, that heals the world, allowing the hidden good to become obvious good, to celebrate in the here and now. And with that, With that, you are rich. I love it. I love it. Ezehu Asher. You know what? Wealth, it turns out, is all a matter of interpretation. I always tell people that you have to ask for the good, because Hashem only does good. But it's not just good. You want the good hanira v'hanigla, the good that is seen and revealed. Re'eh, nira. You want the good that you can see, touch, feel, hold in your hands. And that's what you have to ask Hashem for. Very simple. You want to talk more about it? Come to me at any of the Actors Rabbi social media groups. And that would be at Blue Sky, Clubhouse, Discord, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Telegram, Twitter, WhatsApp, YouTube, theactorsrabbi@gmail.com, or theactorsrabbi.com, where you can sign up for life coaching services, sign up for our mailing list, and get our weekly Shabbos print edition of Breakfast with Elli. There were some mistakes in this week's edition. I hope to have them corrected for next week, so please forgive me if I messed up. Still a work in progress. That was only issue number 4. All right? All right. Let's make a bracha achrona an after bracha. Baruch ato Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam boirei nefashos rabos v'chesronan al kol ma sheborasa lachayos bohem nefesh kol chai baruch chei haolamim. All right. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you to my Patreon sponsors, Pest Pro Riddle, Tarzan Orchids, Dina D Design, Bracha Biederman, Reza Musavi, Wendy Cohen, and our anonymous donor. You guys keep this channel alive, so kudos to you. If you would like to help out, we have a donation page. You can go to scan this handy QR code that you see on your screen, which will take you to breakfastwithelli.live/support. You can also go to patreon.com/theactorsrabbi or our virtual tip jar at breakfastwithelli.live/tip jar for all the information. All right. Well, I made it through. I didn't think I would. Going to bed at almost 5 o'clock in the morning. I know, I'm very tired, but we had fun. Karaoke, sang a lot of show tunes. We had a room. Motzei Shabbos Nachamu. Now, that was 2 weeks ago, where Hashem said, comfort my people, Nachmu, Nachmu, Ami. But Avram Fried and Yoelish made a brand new song using some AI, where they turn Tisha B'Av, which is the saddest day of the year, which will eventually come to be the happiest day of the year. And this is a video depicting that. And I just thought this was wonderful. I really enjoyed this. All right. The 23rd day of the month of Av. A lot coming up. A lot to unpack. Shabbos Mevorchim is coming up. Shabbos Rosh Chodesh is coming up. Elul, the month of Elul. We're going to be blowing the shofar every day during the month of Elul. I have beautiful, beautiful shofar videos for you. So stay tuned. Stay with us. Come back every single day at 10 a.m. Wednesday might be a difficult day. I'm trying to arrange something for Wednesday. I might record a show on Tuesday afternoon if I am able to. But yeah, and then Friday we go to Crown Heights for lunch. I'm kind of excited about that, meeting some other furry friends in Crown Heights for lunch. So that's going to be really cool. All right. Motzei Shabbos Nachamu, Tisha B'Av as a Yom Tov, where you say a gittin Tisha B'Av, a good, happy Tisha B'Av, Tisha B'Av Sameach. You'll love this video. It's a crack up. Have a great and glorious day. In the words of Rabbi Isaac Hamler, have affection for a fellow. Hashem will have affection for you. Do a kindness for a fellow. Hashem will do a kindness for you. Draw a fellow close. Hashem will draw you close to him. Be the reason someone smiles today, and we will see you, God willing, tomorrow. Have a glorious, glorious week. See you tomorrow. Shabbat Tov.
Bei Nacht hat man durchgesucht die Kines, hat man es sich immer behalten. Rishon hat Bobby es Ras Hashem, dem tun ist wenn man nicht davon halten. Anstatt zu lernen, Kamze über Kamze, wird man lernen, Milze die Bediche. Anstatt zu lernen, Hilches Aveles, wird man lernen, Hilches Ilim Schiche. Es wird sein, aber es am Migdol, wie Meina, wie Omeinu, noch schöner Lieder, der Stern und der Zweite. Was wird mir nach Shemayim, Arokim, wenn in Ganzen nach fertiger Agreiter. Es wird mir nicht ein Kitzuris, Judoi Banuche, im Gules wird schon sein Assof. In einer dem Zweiten wird sich finchen auf freilichen Tisha B'Yav. So, hallo bis zum Meicho wird sein Megillah Seicho, ins wird Hake sein am Chayev. Shabbos Chazon wird Eule sein, sie macht dir denn nur wie Yeshaye. Chazon Yeshayo wird singen, mit das Simches Teure die Getnie. Bunim Gidalti, Veroi Mamdi, kommt sie schon gebracht, die Yeshie. Mashiach, Pravelasti, das Yomiledes, in wird singen Mazel Tov. In einer dem Zweiten wird sich wünschen nach freilichen Tisha B'Yav. Es werden wir Kiem werden, alle Beruches, es wird sein Chef Alurov. In einer dem Zweiten wird sich wünschen nach freilichen Tisha B'Yav. Zefri wird man gehen in Mikve, gehen sie mein Mund ist bei Karbunes. Die Schachris wird man nun hin, alle sind Filin, trinken alle Chaim in dem Tones. Kosher Rabbeini wird da ruhig auf der Bühne, darschen in Farin Chidische Teure. Ahaden Akoyen wird hin, die Abbeide und sind in der Heilige Meneure. Der noch wird man gehen zu Schiri mit Bildbilim in die verschiedene Yeshivas. In Hillel, Shammai, Rambam in Raivit, was auch heute nie in der Sivis. Mashiach wird Pramenasi, das Yomiledes, die wird singen Mazel Tov. In einer dem Zweiten wird sich wünschen nach freilichen Tisha B'Yav. Es werden wir Kiem werden, alle Beruches, es wird sein Chef Alurov. In einer dem Zweiten wird sich wünschen, jeder a freilichen Tisha B'Yav. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la.
Bring them home, bring them home. We've been praying for so long, so Abba, please bring them home. Bring them home, please bring them home. We've been praying for so long, so Abba, please bring them home. We're coming home, we're almost home.